Hi everyone, it's Cristina. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm doing another recipe and I wanted to do something that just reminded me of fall. So I thought that this apple crisp recipe would be perfect. And I do have my little recipe book here. And here is my apple crisp recipe. I always get recipes from a lot of different places and I just change it around to fit it to how I like it. So I'm not saying this is my recipe. This is just a bunch of recipes that I've seen and I just changed it around. So, okay, first we're gonna need apples. I usually use Fuji apples, and these are kind of on the smaller side. Well, they're not really small, but they're not quite medium to me. So I'm gonna use like 6 of these. And then we need 3 tablespoons of granulated sugar. And then it says 1 cup of rolled oats. Now, I don't use just oats. I like to use this cereal. It's Honey Bunches of Oats with almonds. And I just think that all of these things just go good with the recipe. So that's why I just use this cereal. And I just use 1 cup. And then it says half a cup of packed brown sugar. And then 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. And then 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Now I thought I had cinnamon, you guys, and I don't. But I do have cinnamon sugar. So I'm just going to go ahead and use that. It's just a little bit, just 1/4. So I think it'll be okay. Maybe it'll be a little bit on the sweeter side, but yeah, I didn't have cinnamon, but I have cinnamon sugar. Okay, and then 1/4 cup of cubed butter. These is just a little stick and I just cut it in tiny little cubes and I found that that works pretty good. And then last but certainly not least, half a cup of chopped pecans. Pecans are my favorite. I love pecans. And sometimes I even put like way more than what the recipe says, but I just love them so much. But I just have half a cup here, so that's probably what I'm gonna do. Alrighty, so let me go ahead and get all of this out of the way. Alright guys, so here I have my apples. I peeled them, sliced them, and cubed them because I like to have them, well, they're not exact cubes, but I like to have little pieces. I don't like to have the slices, but you can do slices if you want. So first it says preheat oven to 375. That's what I'm doing as we speak. And then it says place apples in 13x9 baking dish, which I did. And I covered this with foil, just, I don't know, it'll be easier cleanup. And then I did spray it with a little bit of cooking spray or baking spray or whatever you called it, just in case anything sticks, although the recipe didn't say that, but I just added a little bit. Okay, then it says to mix the apples with the granulated sugar. So I have my sugar here. You're just gonna sprinkle. That seems like a lot of sugar. Oh, also you guys, I only added 4 of the apples. I usually add 6, but I think these apples were bigger than what I usually use. And for some reason, this is a lot of sugar. It said 3 tablespoons. That's what I did. Let me mix this up real quick. Alrighty, so I just kind of coated them with the sugar, granulated sugar. Okay, now we're going to put this to the side. And then it says in a separate bowl to mix the oats, brown sugar, flour, cinnamon, and the butter, and then the pecans. So basically just add everything else, right? Okay, so here we have that. And our sugars. Sugar, I'm sorry. Flour. Cinnamon sugar, which is supposed to be cinnamon. Alrighty, and then here is the butter. Okay, so I'm gonna mix those up, and I'm just gonna go ahead and add the pecans too already. So now I'm gonna mix these up. Alright guys, so I have all the stuff mixed up, and now I'm just gonna cover the apples with them. And like I said, this was 4 of those apples, but I like to use enough to like cover the whole tray, and so I think that's enough. And now I'm gonna go ahead and put all this stuff over the apples. Alright guys, so this is how we're looking. I put in all the remaining ingredients over the apples, and now we're gonna put it in the oven and bake for 30 to 35 minutes. So let's go put it in the oven and then we'll see how it turns out. Alright guys, so here's our apple crisp straight out of the oven. It is very hot. And now usually what I'll do, like when I make this for my family or something, like we'll just pour it into a little bowl or into a little cup and eat it that way. And also I've also put them in like those mini pie crusts that are already made. Sometimes I'll just scoop some into those and hand them out to my family and they'll eat it that way. But today I wanted to try something a little different. I've seen people eat apple crisp with ice cream and it looks very yummy and I've never tried that. So I'm gonna let this cool down and then I will get me a scoop of ice cream and a little bit of apple crisp and see how it tastes. Alright guys, so I have my little serving here and I think I left my ice cream out too long because it is very melty. But let's go ahead and try this. I'm so excited because I've never tried this with ice cream, but everybody says that it's super yummy. So let's go ahead and try it out. Oh my goodness, I have been missing out. This is so yummy. The cold of the ice cream and the warmness of all of this yumminess. Oh my gosh, it is so good. I hope you guys try it out. I love it so much. I think this is how I'm going to eat it from now on. But alrighty, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.